swear all the time. I'll constantly say the F word, and I'll have to edit it out. It takes so much time, like, having to edit out the F word from a video. Like, it doesn't take that much time, but, like, it's just, I need to stop swearing.
Hello everyone, it's Jaden. In today's video, I'm just going to be sitting down with you and repotting a couple plants that I have that just need to be repotted. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Alright everyone, so the first plant that I'm really excited to pot, and I've been waiting quite a while, is my weeping fig, or my Ficus benjamina. It's like had just like a lot of new growth. Probably it's just because it's like growing season, but it was so much smaller when I first got it a couple months ago. But yeah, I'm gonna be putting it in this pot, so it's a reasonable size up and deeper, so we'll have a lot more room to grow. I actually haven't even taken this out to look at the root system yet, but like I have a feeling that it's gonna be big. Yeah. Yup. Definitely can use a repotting. So, perfect timing. I use a doggy mat in my room though. Pro tip. If you're in an area where there's carpet, I have a dog. You can use like a dog pad or something, like a towel or something. Perfect. So I just start by just getting some soil in there. I love this tree so much. I was like so drawn to this fig, and for some reason, and it just looked like this plant that my mom had when I was a little kid growing up, and it was like my favorite plant. But it didn't look like this. It looked like it was a tree with like a trunk and then like this at the top, but it was all wilty. And it was just my favorite plant, and like a dog chewed through the trunk and it grew back and grew over. It was like my favorite plant, and I saw this plant and it reminded me of it so much from my childhood, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. And then it turns out that it's the exact same kind of plant that my mom had when I was growing up, and I loved that plant. Like, it was my favorite. So that's interesting. Ugh. The soil is so dry already because it's so hot where I live. For those of you that have been in Utah in the summer, you know that it gets really hot. And I'm from southern Utah, so it doesn't get as hot here in Salt Lake City where I live now, but I'm from southern Utah, and it's near Vegas, so it used to get like 110. I think I've seen it get like 115 degrees in the summer when I was a kid. So that was crazy. That's just crazy. They'll always put out like warnings, like do not go outside. You can die of like heat stroke. And what I like to do with like the root ball when I pull it out, I just like to very gently, without breaking any roots, just push it out a little bit. Because in my experience with plants, when I've done this, they take to the new soil better and are able to adjust a little bit better. I don't know. I don't break all of it off, but I break off just a little bit. That's what I have this box here for. Just to like kind of loosen up the root ball so it doesn't get super compacted when you plant it. But yeah, I'll just break it up. This reminds me, I don't know, I love plants so much. This reminds me, every time I break up like a root ball, it reminds me of like the first time I like planted a garden in like school. They're like, you gotta dig the hole and make sure the roots are all cozy. I like paused because I thought there was a worm in the soil, and I was like, ew. Which like, it's not bad because like worms are good for your soil. If there's a worm in there, that's good, but I was like, ew, gross, a worm. know about you guys, but like I said, my parents always gardened. Like they would plant gardens. Like whether or not they actually got anything from them was besides the point. But they would just like plant gardens. Like my parents were just like into gardening. They're like down for the gardening. And we'd always like, I don't know, I just grew up with gardening. Let me, if there's anybody like that, let me know down in the comments, because like that's interesting. I'm gonna pour some soil around. And on this pot, I have like a lot of drainage. Weeping figs do not like to be in wet soil, or like their roots do not like to be constantly wet. Like they don't like to be sitting in water. So I have really good drainage on this pot. They like a moist environment, but not like, they don't like to be sitting in water. Most plants don't. One thing you can really do for this plant though is if you have like a tray that you can put a pot on, you can fill this up with pebbles and get water in it and set the pot on top of it. And figs really, really like that. Like the water that evaporates and creates the environment around the tree. They'll really like that. I'm like super focused on this plant. I'm surprised it's really quiet right now. If you guys hear any noise in the background, I apologize. But it's just because, I don't know, my house is crazy loud. I live in these apartments, and like even if there's no one home and no one making noise, like I swear to God, I like constantly hear noise. Like it's fucking, it's crazy. I'm like just gonna be real with you guys. I swear all the time. I swear all the time. And I'll constantly say the F word and I'll have to edit it out. It takes so much time, like having to edit out the F word from a video. Like it doesn't take that much time, but like it's just, I'm just like, I need to stop swearing, so I have to stop editing out of my videos. It's so much. I just do it too much. Is anybody else that swears like a sailor? Like, you'll understand, but I just, all right, get that all in there. Extra soil. And that was super dry and it needs water. One thing that I like to do, y'all are probably gonna be grossed out about this, but like my plants love it. It's like fertilizer. It's like fish fertilizer, but like without having to buy the fish fertilizer. So when fish waste in water, the biological cycle breaks it down to nitrates and nitrites. And plants love nitrates and nitrites. So I constantly am watering my fish water, or my plants, with dirty fish poo water that I suck out of the bottom of my aquarium. The next plant, I have another plant that I'm going to be planting. It's actually two, but I'm growing it into one. And this is a Dracaena marginata, or a dragon tree. I'm just gonna be planting it in this one. I'm planting it in a pot that's not too much wider around, but it's much deeper, just because I want the roots of these two trees to just be very intertwined, and they're not very intertwined right now. But this pot just doesn't have very good drainage for them, and it's just not very good. So like the soil's super wet, it's just constantly wet. So yeah, gonna be replanting it. these trees are super cute. Like, making it big, like you could just cut these off once it gets big enough and like stick it in the dirt and it will like root and you'll have like another whole tree and like these branches will grow off the top where you cut it. It's the craziest thing how these are like shipped and stuff. I really like them though. They're super cute. You could peel back the leaves when they get droopy so it's not be looking ugly and stuff. It doesn't hurt it. But yeah. I already know as soon as I pull this out, it's gonna fall. Like a part of the soil is gonna fall. Like I already know. So. Oh, it didn't. I saved it. But yeah, the roots are looking good. But I can tell there's like distinctly two trees. Cool, that's all I'm gonna break off. Probably more than I should have. But I want them both to grow intertwined together, so. And as you can tell, like they're both already growing into each other, like pretty good. It's just all of the soil that fell off. Say this is so cute. This is like such a cute little tree. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Soil is heavy. But yeah. Oh, finally. Now these, I hope it's growing season for this weeping fig or this Ficus benjamina, so it's gonna get so much bigger. Yeah, and I'm super excited for this one. These ones are gonna go super really cute. Before I end the video, I do have an update and it's pretty cool. I have a ton of more baby guppies, like 16 or something, so let's just go. Sweet, so I don't know if you guys can see, but I have this breeding container up in here, and inside of it there is about 16 baby guppies. Last time I counted there were 15 or 16. I'm pretty sure it's 15, but they were born about 5 days ago. I'm feeding them 3 to 5 times a day, and they're growing a lot. I have snails in there because I keep snails in there to feed to my dwarf puffers too, so that's just why there's a bunch of snails in there. But yeah, 16 more baby guppies. I'll be doing a video in the future about baby guppy care, so stay tuned for that. Alright everyone, that's the last of this chill, random, sit down, repotting video. If you like this, go ahead and give this a big thumbs up. If you haven't watched my last video, I actually did an announcement for a giveaway that's going to be happening once I hit 500 subscribers. So if you're interested in that, then I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. yeah, if you're not subscribed to my channel already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That would really help me out a lot, and it'd be really amazing. If you feel like you want to, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I always really like seeing those. And until next time, bye.